All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to do a quick layout. Actually, not going to be quick. It's going to be a few minutes. I want to explain Webull Desktop and how I have mine set up. I've done some trial and error, and this makes it the easiest way to trade, in my opinion, for one-click trades. Everything's right in front of you on one screen, so you don't have to really kill yourself with your phone and a computer or multiple devices trying to get through an app on a phone. Everything's on one screen. All right. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need Webull Desktop. I do not know if this works for the web version. I don't use the web version, only the desktop version I use. So simply open Webull Desktop, and you're going to get some sort of window like this. Okay. I don't use this window because I don't use half these tabs. So I just close everything out and start fresh. So the easiest way to start fresh is on the left-hand bar, hit a black bar on the left-hand side of the screen. There's a customize button. So simply click the customize button and then choose blank layout. So from blank layout, we're going to want to add some windows. We want to add some widgets. We want to add the charts. We want to add the option chain. We want to add positions and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to just start adding these in. So the first thing we're going to add is we're going to go on the top left-hand side. You see there's a quote, trade, stocks, general, and market. You want to start on the quote tab, and you want to open an options chain. So the options button will open an options chain for you. All right, that's the first one we need. First step to do, though, is you want to detach this from your Webull screen. So you click the hamburger, which is the 3 lines in the top right, and you click detach. Okay. We're going to do this to every window we do. So I'm going to just tell you detach it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm not going to walk through every time, but it's the 3 lines, the hamburger, click detach. In this window, we want to have a chart also. We have options and chart. So in this window, we're going to click the hamburger, add widget, chart. So now we have a chart and options in the same window. Okay. Now I'm going to take this down and I'm going to minimize this. I don't need to see it anymore right now. The next I need is a watch list. Okay. So if you go into general, you're going to have watch list. Simply click watch list. And again, we're going to detach that one and we're going to minimize it. Now we're going to open an active trade window. So in your trade, you want active trade, not classic trade. You want active trade. And again, detach and minimize that one. Now we're going to open up a chart, a standard chart. So go to quote and click chart. Now you're going to have a standard chart. The way I do it, I personally want to have 2 charts in here. So after I detach it, make sure you detach it first. Inside this chart one, I click the hamburger, go to add a widget, and I click chart again. So now I have 2 charts inside. I'll explain why later. Then I minimize this one. Now we need a positions and orders. So in trade, you have orders. Okay, detach that one. And positions, and detach that one. Okay, those are my windows. Now what I do is I take this Webull screen and I minimize it. I don't use this big Webull screen. Now all my windows will be able to hover on my desktop. So now I want to just open them all up. Okay, so my options and chart goes in the top left for me. My positions and orders go on the bottom right. And again, this is how I have it set up. You can edit it however you want to have it set up. This is how I do it. My active trade window goes in the middle. My watch list goes on the left-hand side. And I'm missing one of my windows. I'm missing my chart window. My chart. So the chart windows go up here. Okay. Now what you need to do is you can resize these all to make them look pretty, but I want to get through the video for you. You have to make sure you link all the windows together. So to link all the windows together, on each one, the top right, you'll see a little S that's silver. Okay, that's your grouping mechanism. So in each window, you want to click the S and change it to a number. They're all the same. So a number 1 and a number 1 and a number 1, number 1, number 1. And this chart window is only for visual purposes for me, so I change it to a different number. Okay, now what it does is all the ones with the number 1, it connects them all together. Now, the power of this setup is the active trade window. Okay, so we have to set up this active trade window to work the way it's supposed to. So you have to do active trade settings. So on the active trade window, you click the 3 lines, active trade settings. Now, we're dealing with options, so we don't have to deal with stocks. So you want to uncheck all your stocks. Okay, we want to deal with options. Now, if you notice, I have multiple in here. So I have a buy customized, which is the one you want to use, and a sell customized. So we're going to check both of those off. Buy customized and sell customized. Right now, I'm going to leave it at that. And if I can explain later, you can add more buttons to that. As you see, I have them. My buy customize, I personally have it set to limit and ask. Some people may use limit and mid. I like the ask price because if someone's placing an order, it may skyrocket that price and you may not get in on the mid if you're working on an alert system. So I go limit and ask. This single click will also allow you to add a stop loss and a take profit at the same time. So when you click the button and you say you want to buy 10 options, it'll make the purchase for you. It'll set a stop loss at 12% or whatever percentage you put, and a take profit at whatever percentage you put. Okay. The sell customized, I have it set to market, and it's defaulted to 1. And I'll show you that later. So again, your sell customized is either market or limit. With limit, you have all your settings. You can change it to mid if you want. Again, I want to sell, I want to get out. So I want to just leave it at market. So really the only 2 buttons you need here are the buy customize and sell customize. For your order settings, you want to have quantity checked and order confirmation checked. Cancel all current stocks. This doesn't work with options. So you can uncheck the cancel current stocks. You can leave close checked off because that does work with options. So once you hit done, this is your active trade window. Right now, the active trade window, the buttons were set to have only 1 option. So it's buy 1 and sell 1. But the power of the order settings part is if I want to buy 10, I simply put the number 10 in that box and check that box. Now it says 10. So let's say you buy 10, now you want to sell 5. You want to sell half. You change this number to 5. Once you hit tab, it changes to 5. So you can simply click buy 5, buy 10. You want to buy 100. Just change the number to 100 and it buys 100. So I'm going to bring it back down to say 1. It's 1. Whatever number you want to put in there. The order confirmation. This is where some people don't like how it works in the app, where you have to confirm a buy once you buy it. So when you would click buy, it'll say, you sure you want to buy this? You want to hit yes. First, you have to click order confirmation, which turns it on. And then you click it again and you get a pop-up. Order confirmation will be skipped for active trade widgets. Are you sure you want to skip all order confirmations? You hit OK. Now, when you hit buy, it will buy it immediately. It'll buy it, set your stop loss, and set your take profit immediately. And then when you want to sell, you simply click sell, and it sells it. Okay. The close position down here will close any open positions you have at market price. So if you have 5 positions open, 5 different options, and you click that, it's going to close them all on the spot immediately with no confirmation. So be very careful with that button. Now, if you're using a system where there's somebody's giving you alerts, the system I personally use is through Telegram. So I want to be able to see my Telegram message on the screen. So I do have Telegram set up where I have Telegram that sits in this open area. Again, I have to just change my settings, but I leave my Telegram window in here where I can scroll through my Telegram window. And as the alerts come in, they come right through this page. And I'll show you how to set this window up easily in a minute or so to make it much, much better. The reason I have 2 chart buttons up here. So I have the chart and the chart. So the first chart I do is I go to the grid and I open up, say you can open up 9 different charts. Now you have 9 different charts here. So say you want to look at SPY, you want to look at Netflix, say you want to look at Amazon, Microsoft, say AMD, UVXY, maybe Apple, maybe QQQ, That's PayPal. Okay, so now you have all these little windows here. If you click on one of them, make it active, and you click on the other chart button, it's a big one. So if you go back to your chart and you click on Microsoft, and you'll have another big one of Microsoft. Want to go to SPY, I can look at my SPY, and now I have a big SPY. It's just if you want to see it and how you want to look at it. The one on the left over here is going to be the chart for your options, not for the actual SPY itself. So if you're dealing with SPY a lot, this will be your SPY chart. The left one will be your option chart for the strike price you're going to buy. Now, let's say we're using the Telegram service we're using. All of a sudden, I get an alert to say which strike price I'm looking at. So I go up into my options chain. Make sure we change this to 50, so you have all your options there. I'm going to select the right expiration date. I'm going to go down. I'm going to find the right one. So I'm going to pull two in just for example. Say we're going to look at puts for the 359. You're going to right click on it. So you right click on the put, which one you want. Click on add to watch list, add to watch list. Okay, it'll appear down on the bottom. Let me actually delete these down here because I had them from before. So again, you go to the one you want up here, you find the strike price you want at the proper expiration, right click on it, add to watch list, add to watch list. See, it appears down here in my watch list. Then I'm going to come down here, I'm going to pull a call in, add to watch list, add to watch list. Now, the important thing to know is when you click on something in the watch list, it's going to change your chart on the options tab, on the options window, and it's going to change your active trade window. So if I click on the first one, which if I open this up a little bit, is the 370 call, you'll see here it says place orders for 370 call. If I go up to my chart button up here, this is now the chart for the 370 call. If I select put down here, it's now the put 359. Over here, the put 359. So what this does is allows you to very quickly select the one you want in your watch list, and when you get your alert to buy, and if you're going to buy 10 options, you change your 10 in your order settings. When you're ready to buy, you simply click the buy 10. When you buy that 10, boom, it's going to place your order for you. If you're doing it at ask, it's going to go through. After the order is placed, you're going to have a position open in the positions tab, and you're going to have two additional orders in your orders tab. One's a take profit and one's a stop loss. Up on the chart up here, on the SPY chart for the option, you're going to get two markers. One will be a marker for the position. So if we bought it right now, it would have bought at 117. You'd have a marker here at 117 showing position and how many position you have. Up on the top would be the area where your take profit is automatically set. At the bottom, it'll be over here, your stop loss will be set automatically. Now, at any time you want to cancel the stop loss or to take profit, you don't have to do it from the orders tab. On the stop loss on the chart on the top, on the left, there'll be a little X. You click the X and you hit yes, it'll cancel the stop loss. Again, you click the X on the take profit, it'll cancel the take profit. Remember, you can't sell anything if you already have a stop loss initiated. So if you have a stop loss set and you want to sell 50% of your options, you have to kill the stop loss first. You can't have two open orders. You can't have 20 orders for 20 sells when you only have 10 options. So when you're getting close to that price where you know it's going to be 10%, you kill your stop loss, and then you come down here, and if you bought 10, you change this to 5, and you're ready to go at any time. When you have no take profit or stop loss set, you simply hit sell 5, and boom, they're sold. Then you're going up, and now you're saying, no, I don't want to sell 2 the next time. You change the number here to 2, and now when it goes up another 5%, 10%, boom, you hit 2 again. Then it goes up again, you change it to 1, you hit boom, you hit it again, and you sell it again. So you keep selling it as it goes up. To set a stop loss, it's hard to do when I don't have an order open, but on your positions, over on the positions tab, if you right click it, you'll have an option to close and to set a take profit or stop loss. You could set it there manually. I may do another video later on to show you a trade if I can find an option that's either going to work for me or something that's really cheap that I could sell and not take a loss on. But you can add your stop loss back from the positions tab. Once you have your stop loss on the screen and you have your stop loss on the chart on the top, you can actually click and drag and move it up and down on the chart. So at one point, if you want to move your stop loss up to break even, you simply click on the stop loss and drag it up to the current to your position price and let it go, and it'll change the stop loss to that price. Now, if you want to use TradingView in your windows, one of the reasons I have it where I have this chart on the top here and they're all pulled away from the screen, detached from the Webull chart, is I can minimize this, and I actually run two different email addresses with two different TradingView accounts that'll pull up SPY. One is the 5-minute chart and one is the 1-minute chart. The system we use, they work on both the 5-minute and 1-minute. So I like to have them both up there. Some people like to look at the TradingView screen instead of the Webull screen. If you had your widgets inside the Webull application, you won't be able to pull up these windows and have them all on the screen at the same time. TradingView only allows you to have one chart per free account. So these are two separate accounts on two separate email addresses to have these two windows. I hope that this helps people out. If you have any questions, let me know and I will try to answer them. Have a good day. Bye-bye.